Castle View Sabercats, Rock Canyon Jaguars. This is Cat Hockey. We are live in the Cat's Den. Good evening and welcome. Fort Collins, Colorado, NoCo Ice Arena, where your Sabercats will take on the Fort Collins, are you ready for this? Lambdas. Lambda, Lambda, Lamb, and Omega Moose. So, once again, live from the Cat's Den, producer, director, man behind the keyboard, Kenny Jones, will keep you live and with the action the best he can. The squirrel is in the building. She's behind the camera. She promises me once again she will stay up with the action. And I will bring you the call. More than likely get it wrong from time to time, but get it corrected as we go. So I am the voice of your Sabercats, Pepper Brooks. Cats in there, blacks, gold, and red trim. Fort Collins, we'll probably try to go with Fort Collins tonight instead of Lambdas. They are in white sweaters, black breezers, blue, and we'll call it silver trim. Give you a quick breakdown of your winter 22, now 23, fall 22, winter 23, Sabercats. Sophomore out of Rock Canyon, goaltender number 1, Jacob Harris. Sophomore out of Castleview, left winger number 2, Aiden O'Reilly. Freshman out of Rock Canyon, left winger number 3, Trent Miller. Freshman out of Castleview, defenseman number 4, Jeffrey Keenan. Sophomore out of Rock Canyon, defenseman number 6, Luke Gardner. Sophomore out of Rock Canyon, center number 7, assistant captain Jackson Jones. Sophomore out of Castleview, right winger number 8, Mason Marks. Sophomore out of Rock Canyon, defenseman number 9, assistant captain Justin Keogh. Freshman out of North Star Academy, right winger number 10, Taylor Trumbley. Sophomore out of Rock Canyon, right winger number 11, Tatum Small. Sophomore out of Rock Canyon, center number 12, Matthew Wanogo. Sophomore out of Castleview, right winger number 13, Jared Jones. Sophomore out of Castleview, defenseman number 14, Logan Lucier. Sophomore out of Rock Canyon, left winger number 15, and your captain, Dane Zitzelsberger. Freshman out of Castleview, defenseman number 16, Ozzy Panello. Sophomore out of Castleview, center number 17, Owen Shanahan. Freshman out of Rock Canyon, defenseman number 18, Zach Kuska. Junior out of Castleview, left winger number 19, Grant Soroki. Freshman out of Castleview, left winger or center number 20, Turner Heft. Sophomore out of Rock Canyon, goaltender number 31, Corey Clothier. Reserve Cats, Nathan Peel, Brendan Leslie, Emmett Duffy, and the one lone Husky, Karen Thompson. Head coach is Brian Heft. His assistants, Tommy Harris, Kyle Stovall. Program director, varsity coach is Michael Dubas. Once again, in the Cat's Den, producer, director, man behind the keyboard is Kenny Jones. The squirrel is behind the camera, and the voice of your Cats, Pepper Brooks. Was getting heckled here in the booth, started to laugh, had to get it under control. Courtesy of number 10, Trumbley's entourage. Well, we got a little time here. We want to give a quick thanks And much appreciation to everybody who made it out to the barbecue and, more important, the auction. Your Cats did raise some money that night with some great items, but it never stops and keeps it going throughout the year. You can still donate to support your Sabercats. Want to give another shout out. Tomorrow, this same crew will be in the Cats Den live at the varsity game senior night for your Castleview Sabercats, Rock Canyon Jaguars, and I do believe, I don't know if he's a senior, I got to check it, but I do believe we got a couple Huskies on that team. So, the Cats Den will be bringing you the action of that game. It'll be a little slower than this one. Don't quite know the names of everybody. We'll do our best to keep live with the action, so tune in tomorrow night. Tune in early. Seniors will hit the ice at 7 for recognition. Try to say that 3 times fast. And then the puck will drop around 8 o'clock. Looks like we're going to get a national anthem here as the boys are all lined up on the center stripe. Maybe get out a lineup call. So either way, we'll go quiet here for a minute or two and let the announcer from the booth take over.
Welcome to tonight's ice hockey match at NoCo Ice Center. Colorado High School Activities Association would like to welcome the Sabercats from Castleview High School versus your Fort Collins High School Lambkins. And now for tonight's starting lineups. For the Castleview Sabercats, number 8, Mason Marks. At forward, number 17, Owen Shannon. At forward, number 19, Grant Zorowski. At defense, number 18, Zach Husky. Number 9, Justin McKeel. And in goal, number 9, Jacob Harris. Head coach for Castleview is Brian Quest, and assistant is Michael Hughes. And now for your starting lineup for your Fort Collins High School Lambkins. At forward, number 21, CJ Sorrows. At forward, number 15, Weston Nerby. At forward, number 17, Colby Fox. At defense, number 12, Quinn Tar. At defense, number 9, Ty Morris. And in goal, number 29, Phoenix Dahlside. One correction, that is Caleb Hay on the ice. Starting for the Fort Collins Lambkins. Head coach for Fort Collins is Greg Gordon. Assistant coach is Peyton Clark. At this time, we would like to ask that you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Friday night, it's game time. Head on over to that bench, get those last minute instructions, get those starting lineups out onto the ice. We'll get this one dropped. You think that the Lambdas Lambda Lambs would have somebody at the high school that could sing that song instead of the 1922 version of the recording, but anthem is the anthem and we'll take it. Pretty good size, this Fort Collins team. We've seen them in the fall. Second game of the season in the fall, so it's been a long time. Safe to say that both teams are way different. But your Cats cannot give up scoring opportunity mistake, because these Lambdas will jump on it. Puck is down, won by Shanahan. Caught up in his sticks and finally comes free. Keogh gets a stick on it to the blue line, but it's immediately picked off and skated the other way. 2-on-1, Kuska's last man standing. First shot is blocked high into the netting. So, right off the bat, without any ticks off that clock, Harris has got to come up from his first save and kicks it high into the net. Either took it off a glove or a shoulder. Thought I heard a tink too. Might have caught a little bit of post of the crossbar. Puck down, Shanahan wins it again, but right to a Lambda. He goes to pass it back to the blue line and throws it out of the zone. Cross ice pass is picked up at the blue line. Pinello picks it up at his blue line, throws it off the boards. Marks gets a stick on it, loses it, gets it back. Marks throws it into the corner. Shanahan gives chase. Shanahan gets there, he's got Soroki on the doorstep. There's the pass. Get a stick on it. No, still loose. Then it's kicked out wide off of Marks' stick or skate. Picked up there at the top of the circles. Cats cannot gain control. Soroki loses an edge and goes down, but Shanahan keeps it in. He's got Marks on the doorstep. Feathers around the referee to Gardner. Gardner throws a high, hard one into the corner, 9.5 feet wide of the net. Pinello takes one off the skates and is checked hard into the Lambda bench. Jones comes off the bench right to the blue line, keeps it in, but it's immediately chipped out. Pinello stands up a man at the blue line, but he gets around him, and he's checked to the ground by Jones. Great back check by Jones as Pinello picks it up. Feathers off the boards to Jared Jones. Jared Jones into neutral on his stick and throws one on net that is kicked wide by the Lambda's goalie. Puck comes free at the stripe. Shot, save, loose, and just over or under the stick of Jones. Zitzelsperger's got it. Throws one to the doorstep off a skate. Glove down. He gets it back though. Rips it hard around the boards, off the boards, and Fort Collins is going to pick it up. Got behind the defense. Knife down at the blue line. Great hand-eye coordination there. Throw, shot, cover, and a save by Harris. So you can see it right now. It's going to take almost 100 to 99% mistake-free hockey, because this Fort Collins team is often moving at any opportunity. Cats have got to pick up their skating a little bit. That last few minutes was top-notch skating there by back-to-back lines. Got to keep that up. Miller's got it on his stick. Back passes it to Small, I believe. No, that was Kuska. He gets it taken away, though. Lambda's back out the circle, now to the blue line. Here comes a shot, saved by Harris off of his stick into the corner. Pass back out to the blue line again. Here's another shot, chipped in front, kicked off of a skate, and Keogh picks it up at the last second. Puck is free off the crossbar on the rebound. Feathered out to the blue line. Heft picks it up at center, throws it into the zone, and they call that icing. So, just like we talked, and exactly what we said happened, a mishandle, a bounce, and a drop, and it comes right to the Fort Collins player for scoring opportunity. Heft steps in for the draw. Waits, puck is down. Now we get a whistle from the far linesman. Fort Collins Lambda has been thrown out of the circle. Heft steps in again. He does win the draw off the referee. Kuska picks it up, puts on the brakes, then he throws it all the way around his cage to Keogh. Keogh throws it down the boards, but not out. It hits Keogh on the skates, then hits Miller in the back of the skates. He didn't even know it was there. Cross ice pass to Miller. No, that's Small. Small to Keogh. Keogh throws it off of a Lambda into the zone as Small gives chase. Around the boards, the puck comes, and then it's skated back around the cage by one of the Fort Collins players. He's to the blue line, now into neutral. Poke checked away by Heft at the blue line and throws one on net, kicked out wide by the Lambda's goalie. Good work by Heft. Heft got it on his stick again. Puck comes free, get a shot, fanned on by Lucier. Puck is coming the other way. Is picked up by Kuska at the blue line and thrown out. Cross ice pass picked up by Fort Collins though. To the blue line and thrown in. Keogh gets a stick on it, but It makes its way behind the cage. First one there is one of the Lambdas. Throw down the boards to the blue line, not out. Cross ice pass to the opposite blue line. Walks to the top of the circle. Shot, save, and a cover by Harris. Winogle steps in for the draw. Puck down, Winogle wins it, but right to a Lambda, back to the point man. He's hold, shot, blocked in front, loose. The trash is finally picked up by Pinella and thrown out wide. Way to clear the trash there, young man. Poke check down the boards to the blue line, but not out. Now it's to the circles. Winogle comes up with it, skates with it, loses it, but gets it back. Winogle loses it again. Got to keep it on your stick, young man. You did everything right. Back into the zone, beat at the blue lines. Pinello, shot blocked by Gardner. Could have been Trumbley. One of the two got a stick on it to deflect that shot into the netting.
NCYH offers youth hockey programs under the name of the Junior Eagles for beginners and experienced players alike, starting from the age of 4 years.
Shanahan steps in for the draw. Puck is down. Shanahan does win it. Gets caught up in his skates and poked away from him right too. Gardner poke checks it away. Pass back to the top of the blue line. Poke checked away. Great work there by Sawicki, and he is on the run. Sawicki to the blue line. Now he's to the top of the circles. Throws it off the boards to himself and gives chase. Got a cross ice pass if he sees it. Gets caught up with the referee. Poke checked around. I believe it's Gardner. Pinello's the last man standing. Pinello checks a man off the puck. Shot saved by Harris. Pinello picks it up, feathers it back down the boards. Throw to the blue line. Poke checked out again at the blue line by Sawicki. Sawicki and Shanahan walks it in. Sawicki shot, saved by the Lambda goalie. Great shot by Sawicki there. Shanahan gets a stick on it. Throws it off the boards and it comes free to a Lambda. His cross ice pass is in front of a streaking Lambda, but he is offside. 6-16 in the first, tied at zeros. Opportunities both ways. Fort Collins has really yet to make a mistake, though. It's all been hard work by Cassaview. Every opportunity they've got. Puck down, Jones wins it. Zitzelsberger back to the pass. Shot, save, loose. Shot by Jones wide of the net. He gets it back, though. Throws it hard to Lucier, and it hits his stick and gets out of the zone. Lucier tracks it down, back feathers it, but right to a Fort Collins player. Jones picks it off at center stripe, skates it into the zone. Drop pass to Jones. Shot! It's loose! And it finally gets covered. Jones from the blue line, almost 5-hold the Fort Collins goalie on the beautiful drop pass by his line mate, Jaron Jones. Jones to Jones connection, half-inch off. Jones steps in for the draw. He does win it back to Jared Jones. Shot is blocked, but takes a knuckle pucked all the way to the goalie. He pokes, kicks it away. It comes to the blue line and out. Stood up at the blue line by Kutska, and he checks it away, gets it back, but can't keep it on his stick. Fort Collins has it, throws it hard off the boards out of the zone into neutral. But the pass is blocked and thrown across ice as Keogh picks it up. Keogh cross ice pass picked off at the last second by one of the Fort Collins players. Great look by Keogh to Jones. Fort Collins has it at the top of the circles. Kutska gets a stick on it and a skate. Poke checked away, caught up in his skates, and now thrown into the zone was Small. Small's offsides, the lay offsides. He does get back, but into the neutral comes Fort Collins. That a boy. Nice cross check by Miller and Small. Walked into the zone though, beats one shot. Poke checked away, and we get a whistle as the cage come off its cowlings. .841 of the first, tied at 0. Line changes all the way around. I believe it's the one. No, it's Heft. Steps in for the draw. Puck down. Heft does win it. Pinello pickpockets the man, and then he's pickpocketed right back. Luckily, the Fort Collins player lost an edge and went down. Cross ice pass. Hits Heft in the stick. Help him! 20. Hef throws it into the zone as he was the one man standing skating. Somebody has got to put his afterburners on and get down there and help him on that. Comes out to the blue line now into neutral. Chipped into the zone off of a couple skates and then thrown hard around the cage. Pinello gives chase. He overskates the puck and it gets by him. Comes to the boards and thrown out by Small all the way down ice. No icing here. Winogle puts on the pressure. Attaboy, that's how you skate when you want to get some pressure on. Winogle puts on the pressure, but it's back checked as he loses an edge and goes down. Comes to the blue line. Pinello does keep it in at the blue line. He's checked and loses the puck, separated off the puck. Winogle gets it back to him as he chips it into the corner. Around the cage it goes. Winogle gives chase. Thrown out to the blue line and makes it into neutral. Puck is turned over there as I believe it was O'Reilly got a stick on it, threw it to Winogle. Pinello catches one in the skates and throws it to Winogle as he throws it out of the zone. We're hitting and hoping now, get some passes. Winogle does pick it back up, throws it off the boards to himself, but he's tied up by one of the Collins players. Feathered out to the blue line by Pinello, then drop pass to O'Reilly. He cannot get it out of the zone. It's thrown on net, shot, save, and a cover by Harris. So we're at the high school level here. Hit and hope is not going to work. You just cannot be throwing it whichever way you're standing. Get those passes back going. Shot from the blue line, save, and a drop by Harris. Big save by Harris from a wicked whisker from the blue line. Walked in front, shot, goal. Nope. Poke checked away at the last second. Don't know how that didn't go in, but we'll take it. Harris lost his twig on that scrimmage. Puck gets thrown in the zone from the blue line. Luce is going to track it down. His pass is half blocked, half makes it two. I believe it's Keenan's got his breezers tucked into his shorts. Puck is free, saved by Harris. Puck is free, saved by Harris. Two big saves by Harris on the doorstep, point blank range. Castleview standing and watching. Somebody's got to put some pressure on. That's a nice poke check away, block shot by Marks as he skates it in the zone. Cross ice pass to Shanahan, just out of his reach, but he gives chase. Fort Collins throws it down the boards. Let that ride because that's 120 feet. That's icing. Set it up, get a drop, and find the back of the net one time. That's 6:07 of the first, tied at 0. Shanahan steps in from the draw, got Marks and Kuska behind him. He does win it, but it's into the skates of the Fort Collins player, and he throws it to his man in the corner. Shanahan gets there, though, gets it behind the cage to Soroki. He had it and lost handle of it as it comes out to the blue line, and Kutzka can't keep it in, but he does stop the rush in neutral as he throws it into the zone. Shanahan giving chase. Shanahan pickpocketed the man. He's got it on his stick. Lost the handle of it, though. Soroki has it on his stick. Pass back out to the point. Gardner had it, lost it, got it back. Luckily, he got it back because that was going to be a 2-on-nobody breakaway. Keogh, my fault. Thank you. Puck comes into the corner to scrum now. Now it comes loose to the boards. Poke checked around Kuska to neutral and slammed right back into the zone by Keogh. Line change for your Cats. Puck comes into neutral with a head of steam. He loses the handle of it as Keogh picks it up, loses it, gets it back, and then he's pickpocketed for a turnover. Kuska ties up the man but doesn't come up with the puck. Fort Collins has still got the puck, puts on the brakes, goes one way or another. Jones in there slashing away. Walked around the curve, shot, saved by Harris. Throw back to the point man. On his stick, lost it. Blocked in front by Jones. Great work by Jones. Shot, blocked by Harris, kicked out wide, and once again the cage comes off of its cowlings from the Harris save. Harris shows his frustration over it because he makes the save, he gets the trash cleared, and somebody better get an auger out there, get those pins deeper into the ice. 4:50 of the first, still tied by 0. Everything the Cats have come up with has been earned. A few of Fort Collins's A few of Fort Collins' opportunities to come off Cat's mistakes. Both men throw it as out of the circle, and Jones has got to step in to catch it. Puck gets thrown out of the zone. Zitzelspurger's going to pick it up and neutral, skates it into the zone, throws it to Jones. Had the puck, lost it, got it back, had it, feathers it to the front of the cage, and the Fort Collins goalie has got to make a cover with his glove. Jones steps in. It's won by Fort Collins into the corner and then around the net, puts on the brakes, comes the other way. Throws it down the boards to the blue line. Pinello keeps it in. Pinello fanned on it. Then he gets it back. Lost it and got it back. Now he throws it to Jones. Jones has got it. Walks to the doorstep, and his shot or his pass was blocked. Jones is checked from behind and goes down as he loses an edge trying to get to that puck. Fort Collins in desperation mode. They throw it the length of the ice. We'll take that all day long because if it's your Cats doing it, I would be losing my mind. You know why? Because that's 120 feet icing for a face-off in the offensive zone. How does Jones, number 13, get checked in his back, goes to the ice, and doesn't get a call there? How does that happen? Puck down, Hef does win it, but it goes into the corner to Fort Collins. Small got a stick on it. It comes to the blue line and out. Lucy A. and Keenan last stand, and shot goes way wide. It was ripped hard and wide. Comes off the board to Keenan. He loses it. That's a turnover. Here's going to be a shot off that turnover. Shot saved by Harris. Puck is loose, and the trash is finally picked up as one of the Fort Collins players got twisted inside out. We'll take that icing because that was desperation mode. Hef threw it the length of the ice to stop that rush because it was ping-ponging around off of, once again, a Cat turnover. A shot opportunity, a big Harris save, and Turner throws it the length of the ice to shut that down. Face off, here it comes. Keenan and one of the Lambs jump. Thrown out of the circle is the Fort Collins player. Referee finally goes over and talks to Keenan and the player to keep their skates. Puck down, won by Heft. He gets it to Keenan, but he couldn't control it, and the Fort Collins comes up with it behind the cage. Luce pins up the man on the board, separates him from the puck. Luce still scrumming back there. Puck comes free. Fort Collins has got it. Poke checked away by Miller. Great block by Miller on that wraparound opportunity. Luce into the corner, pass to the blue line. Kept in, comes off of a skate. Feathered across and thrown by Keenan right into the only Fort Collins player standing in front of him. Kept into the zone. Once again, cannot get it out. Now it's finally out. Small had it. And now we get a whistle. Elbowing at 3:10 of the first, and your Cats are on the power play. So we like to call this the opportunity opening up the door. The door is open. Walk in, sit down at their table, eat their breakfast, read their paper, and by God, when you're done, let's steal their car. Find the back of the net one time. Shanahan in for the draw, and he's kicked out. Every guy that steps in is kicked out of the draw. Swarky does win it, and then it's poke check down the ice. No icing here. Kuska's got to skate. He does get there. Kuska, great turn, throws it to Keogh. Keogh's got it. Attaboy, skate and look. Throws it back to Kuska around the cage, feathered out to the blue line. Shanahan had his back turned and was met there by one of the Fort Collins players. Puck comes free, it's chipped into the zone, and Swarky's got to give chase. Swarky's got it on his stick, throws it around the boards to Kuska. Kuska throws it down the boards to Shanahan. Shanahan throws it in behind Swarky. Cannot get control. Every pass was behind somebody. Come on, boys. Here we go. Hand in the air, and now we're going to the hole on a trip. So for the next 117, we are going to be 4-on-4 hockey. So we talked about going into the house and stealing their car. Well, guess what? That guy is an NRA member. We just got caught and got shot in the face. Puck down, won by Fort Collins. Shot blocked in front at the last second by Gardner. High into the netting. Never made its way to Harris, great work there by Gardner.
19 for Cassidy Grant Sarowski, 2 minutes for tripping at 2:26.
Shanahan's going to step in and do it once again. So they line him up. Here it goes. Puck is down. Shanahan does win it back to Pinello. He throws it around his own cage to Gardner. Gardner throws it hard off the boards into neutral. Poke checked by Jones into the zone, and he gives chase. Beat there by the Fort Collins defenseman. Throw back to the point. Here's a shot. Gardner's, nope. That was Pinello, shot from the blue line. Never made it to the cage as it's kicked out wide. Should have skated that one to the circle. Into neutral, cross ice pass, picked up. Pinello poke checks it away at the last second. Gardner back feathers it to Pinello. Pinello skate, young man. Cross ice pass to Zitzelsberger. Hits him in the stick. He throws it out to Jones. Jones has it, throws it into the corner. Nobody there, but Gardner does streak down there. Loose on the doorstep, back feather, shot, save, and a cover. That is the way you put on the pressure at the last little bit. Great work by Gardner, Jones, Zitzelsberger, and we'll throw Pinello in there for icing on the cake.
The leader in Colorado for all your sales, leadership, and business development training.
13 seconds left on the 4-4. Puck down to Trumley, and he fans on it at the blue line. Wide open look there. Needed that one back. Shot way wide into the corner by Fort Collins. They feathered around the cage though, then all the way back down the boards to the blue line, kept in. Into the skates of Winogle. Winogle's got a step. Winogle still's got a step. Going to track down the puck. Oh! He's taken down, hand in the air, and we should get a penalty shot here as Winogle was a man in an island all by himself, being absolutely assaulted by 4 Fort Collins players, and he's tripped down. I believe we should have a penalty shot coming up here. No! How is that not a... Oh, sorry. I am losing my mind in the Castanets. He's a scoring opportunity. Taken down. No penalty shot. Oh, my! Puck down, one by Winogle. Back to Trumley. Couldn't get to it. Poke checked away at the blue line, and on the run is Fort Collins, but picked up by Lucier, skated to the blue line and out. No, that's Marks. No, that's Kutska. Oh, man, can't get it straight. Throw it back into the zone, and Keogh's got to give chase. Keogh's got it on his stick, puts on the brakes, feathers it out to the top of the circles, banged off the boards to neutral, but right to a Fort Collins player. We got numbers here, boys. Use some passing. 20 seconds left in this one. Feathered out. 17 seconds! 15 seconds. Skated into the zone by Swarky. Swarky had it, lost the handle of it. Got men on the doorstep, but separated from the puck to the blue line. Get down that ice, and it does for... Nope. No icing, clock runs out. And that is the end of one, tied at 0. 1:03 left in the power play.
Score after the first period for Collins.
I don't know how Winogle did not get a penalty shot. Puck on his stick, skating into the zone, is taken down from behind on a scoring opportunity behind the defense. If that isn't the definition of a penalty shot, I don't know what is. Am I wrong, Ken? You're right. But it is what it is, and we're tied at 0. Your Cats have been playing fantastic hockey, mixed in with a little bit of slop. Caught a few times watching the paint dry. Have had some opportunities and have gave up some to Fort Collins. Fort Collins takes the ice. Cats going to call it out and do the same. So Harris heads to his pipes. Gonna go with Shanahan, Swarky, Marks, Gardner and Pinello on D. Referee says Harris, let's do it. Says referee, let's do it. Sticks bang and puck down. Won by Shanahan. Gets into the zone off Saworki. Throw it into back into the cat zone. Pinello cross ice pass to Gardner. Had it on his stick and lost it. Marks has got to track it down on the turnover. In there to help was, I believe it was Shanahan. Gardner picks it up, throws it to blue line and out. Saworki almost got a stick on it. Shanahan takes one into the chest. Throw the length of the ice. No icing here. Pinello last man standing. He does get there. Separates the man from the puck. Gardner picks up the track. Throws it out to Shanahan. Cross ice pass. Throw it into the zone and Saworki gives chase. 23 seconds left in the power play. Puck separated. Goes all the way around the boards. Pinello's got it at the top of the circles. Caught up in his skates. Now he gets it to Shanahan. Shanahan throws it back to Pinello. Pinello back to Marks. Marks shot loose and just got cleared by the trash from the Pinello to Marks shot. Marks an absolute whiskey shot. Marks on the doorstep again. Power play is over. Man coming out of the box. Poke checks it away from Gardner. Off the referee shot and a goal. And you talk about bad luck, go back and watch that one. Marks throws an absolute wicked slapper from the blue line. Goalie just makes barely a save on it, kicks it out wide. Nobody can find the back of the net. Man coming out of the hole, picks it off at the blue line. Skates to the top of the circles, throws one high. Blocker side in the back of the net, and your Cats are down by one. Unbelievable bad luck there. Puck down, one by Castleview, right to one of shot saved by Harris. Shot saved by Harris. Come on, boys. A lot of hockey left to be played. Shot and a save with a cover by Harris as we got four Cats standing there watching.
Put a body on him. Let's go.
Jones steps in for the draw. Puck is down. He does win it, but right to Fort Collins. Throw to the front. Shot saved by Harris. Point blank shot. Great big save by Harris. Absolute huge save by Harris from inches away to keep this a 1-0 game. Thrown out to the blue line off Jones' stick. Takes a bounce in the air and comes free as the Cat loses an edge and goes down. Picked up and lost at neutral. Skated into the zone. Zitzelsberger does a great back check as Jones picks it up. Jones has got it on his stick, skates it into the zone. Jones still on his stick. Now he feathers one into the back of the cage. Fort Collins comes up with it, wrapped around the boards, and out of the zone as Jones was headed to the bench. Keogh's going to pick it up. He feathers it or throws it around the cage to Lucier. Lucier back around the cage, and that's another turnover. Keogh's got a skate on it now. Puck comes free. Lucier picks it up. Throws it hard off the boards of the blue line. Not out. Picked up at the circle. Thrown back around the cage as Keogh gives chase. Checked off of it. No, he puts on the brakes. One way or another off the referee. Throws it to the blue line. Not out. Shot save in a cover by Harris. And now the Cats are in the quicksand. They cannot get control of the puck. Passes are not making sticking. Stick handling's not there, and that's equaling turnovers for shot opportunities. 12:24 the second, down by one. Left in for the draw. Puck down, wins it into the corner. Back to the point man. He throws it hard around the cage. First one there, only one chasing is Fort Collins. Now it's picked up. There's a Fort Collins player check the ice and goes down. O'Reilly has it on his stick, gets it to neutral, throws it right to the one defender in front of him. Trumbley giving chase. Trumbley, good work on a back check, got it, throwed it to the blue line. They say it's not out. Wrapped around the cage. O'Reilly started to go for it, put on the brakes. He feathers another one to the blue line. It's got to be harder and crisper than that. Turnover, walks it in, shot, save, goal. And that's how it happens. Turnover at the blue line, walked right into the doorstep, glove side high to the back of the net, and your Cats are down by two. From NHL, the Squirts turnovers equal goals. Shanahan in wins the draw, but it's back to the blue line of Fort Collins. Pinello poke checks it away. Shanahan throws it hard around the boards as Gardner gives chase. Gardner poke checks it away, throw it off the boards hard to the blue line and out. Saworki gets it, throws it all the way around the boards. Marks got there, kept it in the zone. Throw it around the cage. Saworki there, he throws it back. But the only one there is Fort Collins players. They skate it to the blue line, now into neutral. Now into the zone. Nobody put a body on that man. He's walking down the street. Somebody put an assault on him. Puck comes free as Pinello picks it up behind his own cage. Then he feathers it to Marks. Marks poke checked away from him in the corner. Thrown to the blue line, but not out. Here comes a shot blocked in front, but could not come up with it. Takes a bounce as Pinello poke checks it away in front of his own net. Throws it into neutral. Shanahan's got it. He's got a split defense. Shanahan drop pass. Still free. Saworki's got a stick on it. Shot is kicked out wide, and we got a whistle. And I believe the Cats are going to go on a power play again. So if you ever wanted one, you better get one in the next 2 minutes and get this.